Hey y'all, jumping right into it. We're about to start customizing this 5x5 lace closure wig that came from my hair company, Allure Collection. The site will be up really soon with all of the details of where you can purchase your hair, but we're getting right into this video. So I started off with the Carrot Hair Wax Stick. This is my absolute go-to fave. It's not greasy, it's not oily, and you're just going to take it and you're going to press down, but don't mash down, if that makes sense. And that good old-fashioned hot comb. I know everybody likes the electric one that you can plug in. I'm not really a fan of that just because I just feel like it just doesn't get hot enough. So you can give me just a regular old-fashioned with the stove. Thank you. You're going to go over that hairline as much as you need to make sure that it's completely flat, baby. Now here I'm just going in and I'm about to start layering. So originally, as y'all can see, I started off with the eyebrow razor, but it just wasn't sharp enough. It just wasn't doing what I needed it to do. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna switch out to my favorite shears right now. And I actually got them from Amazon. I'll have everything linked below in the description box below where you can purchase everything. I think I'm gonna start an Amazon store just so that you can have direct links, and I won't have a bunch of back and forth like I go through on my TikTok and everything else when I post stuff there. But I'm just going to start layering, and I always like to start low with my layers and then work my way up just because everybody's face structure is different. So you don't want to start your layers too high up, and then you end up selling your unit to someone who the layers, they don't lay properly on their face. So it's always best to start low and then work your way up. Right here I'm just checking the other side just to make sure that I'm even with my layers. Like, you don't want one side higher than the other, because when you go to curl it and curl away from the face, it's going to fall in a weird way if you don't make sure that your layers are evenly placed on both sides. If y'all want a video on more detailed on how to layer your hair and like which way you're supposed to position your hands and how much you should be taking off and all of those things, then just comment down below and let me know. And I guess that'll be the next thing that we work on, just so that we can make sure the girls are outside the right way. All right, now we're about to get into this baby hairs. Now listen here, honey. The baby hair game is just, I don't know what's going on with me and the baby hair game, but me and the baby hair game, we are not complete members yet. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to keep on working at it though. I'm going to keep on working at it. But right now, I'm just cutting all of that excess length off of it. And we're going to go from there, and then we're just going to curl those bad boys upward in an upward motion. And then from there, I'm just going to take my mousse and just try to form those baby hairs as much as possible. I really contemplated on whether or not I even wanted to put baby hairs on this unit, just because not everybody is a baby hair wearer. But I was just felt like it just was missing something without them. So this mousse that I'm using is the Shine and Jam mousse, the mousse that you use when you're like finishing your braids or whatever. This was the mousse that I had on hand. I wanted to try it out just to see if there was a difference between that and my holy grail. And my holy grail is Nairobi. I love Nairobi. I use her on everything. She is my best friend. But I think I'm gonna have to try again, and I'm gonna try again with the Nairobi, because I didn't really like too much what the Shine and Jam mousse really did. Like, it just didn't give the right kind of hold. It didn't look, I don't know. We're just gonna try again, and I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna go back to my Nairobi. And now that I'm looking at this, I really feel like I should have tweezed a little bit more baby hairs out of the actual swoop part. It looks a little thick. But we're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. Now for my favorite part, the curling. I am using my Babyliss titanium curling iron. I meant flat iron. I'm sorry. I think this is not a 1 inch. It's definitely bigger than a 1 inch. I gotta check and look, but I'm using that and I am curling away from the face. If you guys want a tutorial on how to curl with a flat iron versus how to curl with a curling iron, then leave a comment down below, and of course I'll get that video out to you guys too. But this is literally like my favorite part, not just because we're getting close to the grand finale of it all, but it really shows you like if your layers are layered the right way or not, or if you're gonna have to go back in and cut some more. And usually I would go in and do like smaller sections just to give like a tighter curl, but for some reason this day I was like, I don't want too big of a curl because I wanted to kind of gradually start to fall into like a loose wave a little bit. So we're going in with big sections and just curling with the flat iron. When you are curling, always be sure to make sure that you are curling away from the face, away from the face. So always grab and turn and make sure you're turning towards you and away from the face of mannequin, client, whomever. So if you're turning towards you, you're going in the right direction. If you're going towards them, you're going in the wrong direction. If that makes sense. Now, I know I said that the curling part was my favorite part. This right here is my favorite part right here. The combing out. When you comb it out, you really get to see like where those layers are laying, if you need to cut some more. And during this process, if you're combing out and it doesn't look even on both sides or you feel like you're unsure, keep combing until you get to see exactly where those layers are falling. Don't get nervous and then just start cutting, because once the hair is gone, you know you can't put it back unless you know how to do some ventilation on the lace front, and that's another video for another time. But just keep combing and then you'll get to see if all of your layers are even. If you have some longer pieces somewhere, you need to like trim them down so that's even on both sides. But the combing out is literally my favorite part. Look at the hair. Look, just look at it. Just look. And I'm just going to comb it until I get it to right exactly where I want for it to look. And I'm just going to just play with those curves a little bit more just to loosen them out. But here's the finished result. I'm going to package her and get her ready to be sent off to my client. Thanks for watching.